Welcome everybody. I'm glad you turned out. I think it's going to be a wonderful day. I would just want to comment, you know, it is winter time. The maximum angle of the sun today is 30 degrees and we're headed south. So we're going to be riding into the sun. If you have any way to sort of deal with sun in your eyes, I would put it on just as a suggestion. If you have anything like that, do it because you're going to need it today. Nobody wants a route sheet? You're all just going to follow the fender, huh? I also have GPS chips if anybody wants them. So my guess is it'll get nice and warm by noon today. We're not going to have a lunch stop, you know, an official lunch stop because it's a pretty late breakfast. It's a short ride. If you looked at the route sheet on the website, you know that in about, maybe 50 minutes or so, maybe an hour, we're going to stop in Boulder Creek at the Dessert First Bakery. They have fresh pastries and coffee and tea. We're going to meet back up at the Corralitos Market, right there at the Four Corners in Corralitos. And then we're going to ride on down to Casa de Fruta. There's a gas station right at Casa de Fruta, so you don't have to worry about, you know, going someplace else for gas. There's a restaurant there, there's a gift shop there, there's a fruit stand there, there's a wine and cheese shop there, everything. I'm really glad you all came out. This is really wonderful.
Look at this great turnout. Look at this great turnout, huh? And this is, you know, you guys are the fun group. We had a great ride today. Our tour captain Lee Blake will expand on that. Secretary Wolf Arnlocker will read the minutes from the last meeting.
There was 19 people signed up for the ride. It was a good ride, great roads. There were 5 guests on the ride. Vice President report, new members, Patrick Tucker and Brian Getz. And also there was mention of the holiday party, December 10th, 6 p.m., Pete's Harbor.
First of all, I want to thank all of you who came to breakfast and rode on the ride. It's you that make the ride wonderful. There were 21 of us on the ride today with 2 guests, John and Matt. For those of you who were on the ride, you know that it was a varied and sometimes challenging route. We had a good time. There was a lot of debris on the road, and there were some small twisty roads and some bumps and some potholes, but all in all, everybody made it. Everybody had a good time, and it was a good ride. Thank you very much. And not much traffic.
Here's our future right here. He rides with his dad, and he joined us today. Thank you so much for joining us, Chris, and you're welcome anytime.
Okay.
All right,
You want to say something?
Not today. It was fun.
Good.
Yeah.
And it was fun riding.
Awesome.
Dad ride fast enough?
A little.
Does Dad know where he's going?
Not exactly.
Dad followed the fenders, huh?
He's in. Awesome. Thank you, buddy.
Welcome.
You know, so without further ado, our historian, Mr. Bruce McManus, is just back from a 17-day vacation in Southeast Asia.
Okay, so today's report is going to be broken into 2 sections. One about Casa de Fruta, of course, and the second part is Pacheco Pass. In 1885, the 4 Bisighella brothers immigrated to the United States from southern Italy, and this is where they ended up, in Northern California. And by 1900, they were able to send for their family, including two-year-old Clara Cabari. By the age of, 17, Clara was running their cannery. So they built a cannery, and it was the largest cannery in the world. Clara, after marrying Dr. George Zanger, inherited a small portion of her great-uncle's property, and 3 of her children, she had 6, 3 of her children established the first of 7 fruit stands. Clara Zanger's grandchildren now run the day-to-day operations of Casa de Fruta. Zanger Vineyards is currently the only winery in the region. So that's Casa de Fruta. That's it.